From producers forging awkward moments to making contestants tear up, the reality show is largely a manufactured machine with storylines that sometimes are already decided before the cameras even start rolling.
I cannot believe this.
Many contestants in the past have come out with shocking confessions that reveal just how much effort is put into stirring up hot tea for audiences to watch.
I honestly feel so sorry for you that you would listen to hearsay and not all of the facts.
And we are here to spill these juicy filming secrets the Bachelorette producers don't want you to know about. Number 1. The limo entrances are planned. Night 1 starts out with the contestants stepping out of the limo meeting the Bachelorette for the first time. With some entrances more memorable than others, we're looking at you, Katie. What you may not know is that these extravagant first impressions are often planned to include the contestants' hobbies, any funny stories they have, or gimmicky jokes.
I must ask you a question.
With the way Katie made her entrance on Matt's season and now her becoming the next Bachelorette, we can't wait to see what references are going to come up this season. According to Chris Harrison, you can't just have 30 people getting out and going, "Hi, my name's Lauren."
Another Lauren.
Instead, they have to create and shove a mystery man in a box for a good portion of the night for entertainment value. And if, let's say, a guy showing up in a cat costume weirded you out the first time, it may not have been his fault. Number 2, they purposely cast villains. Katie and Michelle may want to keep an eye out for the pot stirrers in their season because, unfortunately, casting directors don't just look out for who they think will be the best match, but who they think can create a lot of chaos. Bachelorette creator Mike Fless admitted that we need our fair share of villains every season, and now we're very careful in our casting to develop characters that the audience is going to root for and root against. Looks like the casting directors are actually the ones who are here for the wrong reasons. But with Katie's ability to speak up against Mean Girls last season, we know she will have no problem calling out any intolerable men. Number 3, the hosts watch the contestants in their free time. You may be wondering what the hosts are up to when they're not in and out of the rose ceremonies or comforting the leads on their life-changing decisions. According to Chris Harrison, a lot of time he's just in the back of the hotel room or control room somewhere, watching and listening. With 2 former bachelorettes, Caitlin and Taisha, guiding the lead this time around, we just know they're going to have so much fun spying and snooping around, discussing insider secrets together, and giving Katie some solid advice. Number 4, fantasy suites are over 2 weeks. On screen, fantasy dates look like they occur back-to-back, which seems extremely exhausting and borderline polygamous. How does one connect deeply to another person after they've confessed that they're falling in love with another man? Well, the truth is, the fantasy suites usually takes up over 2 weeks. This gives the Bachelorette time to fully process their feelings before engaging with someone else. However, with everyone staying in the same resort due to COVID restrictions, fantasy suites may take place in shorter time periods in upcoming seasons. Number 5, rose ceremonies take all night. Some eagle-eyed fans may have noticed that by the time the eliminated men are out the door, it's complete daylight. This is because rose ceremonies can take all night, with the first night going on until about 7 a.m. and the later ones until 3 or 4 a.m. There's about 3 to 5 minutes in between each rose, so the 15 cameras filming the scene can readjust. We have so much more respect now for the contestants. No wonder why some get so cranky during rose ceremonies. We would too if we had to stand all night in discomfort, for some just to leave without a rose. Number 6, producers already have the narrative decided. Ever notice how in every season there are instant fan favorites and a distinct villain? Well, the fate of the suitors' reputations may have already been decided for them. When commenting on Victoria's backlash on Matt James' season, Bachelor in Paradise alum Blake says, "I've been in the shoes where you're the villain no matter what." They have like a storyboard, and they have a narrative for each contestant and each character. So if you've ever considered signing up for the show, you may have unknowingly signed up to play a television character. Number 7, the lead experiences a ton of alone time. You may think the Bachelorette's time on the show is super eventful, even exhausting from giving their attention to all these men. But after the dates, they are completely isolated most of the time as they're kept away from their batch of men, the staff when they're not filming, and don't have access to cell phones. This is why a lot of them journal or work out to pass the time. Number 8, producers encourage contestants to steal time. Yes, there are about 30 male contestants, and each wants to spend time with the beautiful Bachelorette, but you can imagine in real life how awkward and kind of desperate it is to ask someone if you can steal their time. That's why producers often encourage contestants to be more bold, telling them not to miss out on the opportunity. Number 9. Producers get paid in bonuses for creating drama. The motivation behind all the drama producers create is actually in the form of dollar bills. Executive producer Scott Jeffries once told Elle magazine that he used to keep a wad of crisp $100 bills in his pocket to encourage delivery of the best drama. We can only imagine how much Claire's producers made when she suddenly quit the show. Number 10. Contestants get gift bags when they arrive. Although the contestants don't make money, the ones that make it towards the end usually get a lot of attention and end up becoming full-time influencers, which is why upon arrival they are given sponsored gift bags that include items like swimsuits and yoga mats for them to use during the filming. The free accommodations and travel on top of that may just make up for the heartbreak that is likely to come their way. Number 11. Producers purposely make contestants cry. Contestants on the show have been known to show some raw emotions on their journey to find love, but those tear-jerking moments may have taken great lengths on the producer's part to get to that point. Not only would they bring up past traumatic events to get the waterworks, but former producer Sarah Gertrude Shapiro told The New Yorker, "The night they were going to get dumped, I would go to the hotel room where they were staying and say, 'I'm gonna lose my job for telling you this, but he's going to pick you. He's going to propose.' Then they would cue specific songs that reminded them of the lead when sent home." Shapiro even made herself cry to help get the tears flowing because they were told their jobs depended on it. From the looks of the promos for this new season, we see a lot of men in tears and just can't help but wondering if any of these methods were used to get them so emotional. Number 12. Contestants go through intense background checks. Before going on the show, contestants have to pass health tests, a psychological exam, a background check, and starting from 2020, routinely test negative for COVID before joining the show. Although these background checks may not be extremely thorough because we still occasionally get instances of men having secret girlfriends and previous arrests, Katie should still keep an eye out for the sneaky ones. Number 13. Contestants don't eat on dates. You may have noticed that during the dates, there is a lot of delicious food on the table, but nobody is indulging in any of it. No, it's not because they're dieting, but that they are fed beforehand so the cameras don't pick up unnecessary chewing noises and give more room for them to talk. Imagine getting engaged before having a full meal together. Number 14. Producers sometimes sleep in the same house as the contestants. Not only are the cameras on, but producers are also on standby even during the night hours. Think you can get away with confronting another contestant when everyone else is sound asleep? Think again, because there's always someone on the lookout. Number 15. The show is heavily edited. If they're filming at all hours for months, that means the show naturally has to be edited, which means some situations can be taken out of context, and reactions can be misplaced. Blake Hortzman told Us magazine that while producers cannot make contestants say anything, the scary part is that they can edit their words and reactions. This is especially true on live reunions like the Men Tell All. It looks like creating a dramatic TV show to help singles fall in love takes a lot more work than expected. Do you think producers go too far to create drama, or do you think it's fair as contestants signed up for it? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video if you want to stay up to date on the latest reality TV news, and we'll see you next time on The Things Reality.